Hi there, and welcome to Celeb Hut. So it seems to be Kris Jenner's Don Juan. Corey Gamble better consider his days a liberated individual since some insane new proof just sprung up about how he has purportedly been empowering Diddy and assisting Diddy with concealing a few obscure exercises that he has been engaged with and, as per some new data, getting out and about. Besides the fact that Corey supposedly knew something about how Diddy purportedly murdered Kim Porter. Yet he likewise supposedly assisted Diddy with concealing the new spilled crime location photographs show him at Kim's home before the coroners arrived, and he remained there while Kim's body was done. Yet that is not all, since word on the roads is that Corey purportedly kept close by just after to tidy up the scene so that nothing gets followed to Diddy, except for you all won't actually accept this crazy, unexpected development to drove Corey to being uncovered. Yet you all on the off chance that Corey Gamble is Kris Jenner's son toy. For what reason are the roads saying that he's been twisted as far as P.O.? Cybele finished and being applauded by Diddy will be Diddy is truly squealing on his backstabbers. We should stall T down. I've gotten various tips that are all incredibly comparable, and these tips came from people who have professed to be natural or know Corey. Bet from when he actually resided and worked in Atlanta, or he was once an entertainer in the porno business, numerous individuals came to me sharing this data and that they had seen him while they were dealing with specific sets. And clearly I won't share their character for their own security. You all, it seems to be, Corey Gamble is wrapped up more tight in this present circumstance with Diddy than anyone might have even envisioned. 'Cause how did Corey get in this? Well, no one even envisioned that Corey was gauged with this wreck, since we as a whole felt that he was Kris Jenner's friendly benefactor child kid or something to that effect. Yet let me tell you all the things that we are currently learning about. Corey is only crazy. Most definitely means some new proof just jumped out connecting him to Kim Porter homicide, and there are currently charges that he purportedly assisted Diddy with concealing the assisting him with pulling off the wrongdoing, purportedly. Now we realize that Kim Porter and Diddy didn't precisely have a smooth relationship, since Diddy purportedly frequently put hands on her all through the relationship to the place where he frequently left her with wounds like the time he supposedly broke her nose. That specific occurrence occurred in 2005, and as per an article, Diddy Combs' young lady sweetheart Kim Porter was left with a wrecked nose after the couple contended on Combs' yacht in Central Pay. Combs flew in an expert plastic specialist from Geneva after the mishap. Doorman has since guaranteed that she hurt her face after she slammed her nose against a table. No doubt you all, there were likewise reports that came out that even the Kim Porter family accepted that Diddy could have had something to do with Kim's passing, and they didn't really accept that she had died from pneumonia. There are reports that her family was looking for legitimate counsel on whether they could bring a claim against her for unjust demise. This was all before Cassie and different claims, so dislike the family was out for clout or any such thing. A source released the data and asserted that the reason the family decided not to record the claim was that they had supposedly been reached by the FBI. The source said they have all been reached by the FBI, and 3 relatives and 6 companions have been evaluated as of now and have been told to keep silent as per Kim's ex. Cassie told attorneys upon her own claim against Diddy that she had data about the passing of Kim Porter, and she has evidence of the justification for why Kim was nevertheless not you all. Since we likewise have charges that there is a ton of concealment in Kim's passing, and this unknown individual guaranteed that when Kim passed, there were inquiries concerning how she kicked the bucket, assuming they will say that it was pneumonia and that she passed calmly in rest. Why was there blood situated on Kim's pillowcases, and furthermore, a slight path of blood on the room floor that prompted the washroom, while the insider added that Kim had truly died in the restroom and had been decisively put on the bed, where she was found hours later. In addition, there's a bizarre charge that the specialist directing her was hand-picked by Diddy, and no other individual was permitted to draw near to her. Now, how could he be handpicked by Diddy except if there was a planned issue? Well, the insider closed with likewise, the last call Kim made was to 911 at 2:43 a.m. In any case, Kim was tracked down and died later in the first part of the day, around 11:00 a.m. As per Kimora Simmons, definitely you all. It's as of now beginning to get truly off. Putting the underlying coroner who did the post-mortem on her body had a slouched. Something was off because of a few obscure poisons tracked down in her framework. Yet get this, he got the boot, and another coroner took over, including she kicked the bucket from pneumonia, and to add more show, the primary coroner who was sounding the alerts advantageously kicked the pail under normal causes, which sounds like an exceptionally recognizable concealment. Panther. You likewise has something exceptionally fascinating to say regarding what is happening. Kim passed on from pneumonia, yet there's the principal coroner's report that said that she kicked the bucket, it was governed a murder, and they tracked down poisons in her body to demonstrate that she had been harmed. You realize that they have harms that cause respiratory failure and pneumonia like side effects. Puma additionally brought up how many individuals around Diddy wind up kicking the bucket under odd conditions, including, I'll be certain, who nearly lost his life and was in a state of unconsciousness. And Kim was the longest working representative because she was there all along. She was Andre's own collaborator. Kim's dead, lled is dead. Andre Harley is dead. The main two remaining Puffy, and Al nearly kicked the bucket. Ain't that intriguing? She likewise brought up how odd it was that they generally died while composing and educating all books that incorporate data concerning Diddy. Andre was composing a book just before he kicked the bucket. lled was dealing with a book before he kicked the bucket. Kim Porter was chipping away at a book before she kicked the bucket. And I'll be sure was chipping away at the narrative of his life. And afterward he goes into a state of extreme lethargy. Currently, I won't lie, it seems as though individuals have been attempting to caution us about Diddy and his obscure exercises for quite a while. Yet some way or another they generally helpfully figured out how to die under regular causes before they had the option to do it in Albie Shore's case. In addition to the fact that he was chipping away at a narrative, he implied that he had something to do with Kim's passing a couple of days before he had a clinical emergency and went into a state of unconsciousness. I just found this recording from the morning I learned of Kim Porter and the way in which he tore the spirit from my actual body. I really do know plainly that Kimberly didn't simply look at pneumonia out of nowhere. That is some BS. We just commended our child's new arrangement and Christmas unique with Netflix, and she was in fabulous well-being, as well as chuckling seeing me and Diddy's common trade at the theater. I will leave it there. Don't allow the adoration tunes to trick you now, the way that he labeled Diddy, and afterward, this hashtag definitely, I'll be certain 100% needed that smoke with Diddy, and afterward, he accepted that Diddy took her out. Al additionally indicated that Kim was on a live posting a legacy image of them and composing. She sent me this maxim, life mirroring craftsmanship copies, life now everything checks out. She told me other stuff too. She was running. I said, call the FBI. So it seems to be a many individuals in the business except that Diddy supposedly find out about Kim Porter passing, then he was letting on. Yet one thing that individuals couldn't quit discussing was the way things were near unimaginable for Diddy to have taken Kim out on his own things, like this. Normally include an accomplice and new subtleties uncovered that Corey bet could purportedly be Diddy's accomplice, assisting him with concealing the all supposedly see the new data the ad emerged about Corey is totally wild in light of the fact that besides the fact that the roads saying are that he was supposedly Diddy's oddity off accomplice, yet that he purportedly did gay corn some time ago. So he's an OG drinking spree, yet we should rewind. A smidgen, will we fans have consistently given a side eye to Corey's ascent to the top since it was certainly obscure and brimming with contort. I mean, even before he connected up with Kris Jenner, Corey was hobnobbing with hotshots like Jeff Bezos, Justin Bieber, and Diddy, just to give some examples and tales, twirl that he was purportedly doing a few administrations for the rich and strong. Yet that is all here said. Yet truly, no one truly knows how Corey just sprung up out of nowhere, and no one truly understands what sort of occupation he has. Yet we should give credit where credit's due. Corey has had some moxie without a doubt for quite a long time. He's from the ATL, and in his school days, he was the brilliant kid, the one each educator loved and who could engage right out of anything. Well, subsequent to graduating secondary school and school, Corey plunged his toes into the diversion scene by dating Sheree Buchanan ex of footballer Beam Bowan. Now, there's somewhat of an age hole there, and she's 10 years more established, and they were a thing from 2007 to 2010, and let me let you know, the separation was an exhibition. Sheree guaranteed Corey got unpleasant with her prompting a limiting request, since he was unable to really try to understand and continued to follow her. Yet here's an exceptionally succulent piece for you word on the roads is that Corey could have fiddled with some porno work back in his days in Atlanta. Assuming you get my meaning. Presently, gossip has that is the way he made his entry into the business. Got various tips that all are extremely comparable, and these tips came from people who have professed to be natural or know Corey Bet. From when he actually resided and worked in Atlanta, Corey was once an entertainer in the porno business. Numerous individuals. Subscribe Celeb Hut for more videos.